In this video I'm going to show you how to work with business cards in InDesign and how to set them up. To make things, make life a little bit easier, I've created a template that you can use. So you just go to File, Open, and I'm gonna choose BC template with no bleed. So I've created a template where the business cards are set up on an SRA3 with no bleed. So I'm just gonna open it, and as soon as you open it, you can see a couple of layouts here in my panels, in my pages panel. So the first one is for if your design is a portrait business card, then I've set up a portrait business card at 100% dimension, so that's 85 by 55. And next to that I've created a landscape, so if your design is going to be landscape, you create your design on this particular business card. And then I've also created a second page in case the design has also a reverse print on it. So and then the third page in my pages panel is actually the SRA3 on which we put all the business cards to be printed. And this one is for portrait, and then the next one is for landscape. So I'm just gonna quickly show you what is quite useful working in InDesign when you work with business cards. So I'm just gonna go to my portrait and I'm just gonna copy and paste something that I've created before. So I've just pasted this quickly in here. So it's just kind of a quick, simple business card that I've created just to show you an example on how to work with it. So this is my business card at 100%. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna quickly create a frame around my business card at the exact size. So just gonna drag that over here, and I'm gonna make sure that I've got no stroke around it. I'm going to make sure that the size is correct, so it's 55, 85. And I'm just going to zoom in just to make sure it's all nicely in place. Yeah, that looks fine. So now I've got the frame around it, so I've got exactly the size of my business card here. And now I'm selecting all the items on my page, including the frame around it, and I'm just going to group it. It's a bit, so it's all kind of classed as one kind of item. And then I'm gonna select my content collector tool in the toolbox, and I'm just gonna collect this whole group. So as you can see, it's now in the conveyor. So because it's a portrait business card, I'm going to my SRA3 portrait and just going to the right size. And all I need to do now is to kind of place what I've just collected from my with my content collector tool, and I'm gonna place it with my content placer tool. And I'm gonna place it exactly in the guidelines that I've created to place them on. And as you can see, there it is. So all I need to do now is simply use my step and repeat tool. So I'm just going to edit, step and repeat, and you can see it's already starting to repeat a couple of items, but I just need to change that a little bit. So I'm just going to, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 going to the right. So and my card is 55 millimeters wide, so I'm just typing in 55. And as you can see, oh, I only need 4. Click OK. And now I select this group, and I'm gonna choose step and repeat again. And now we're going vertically, so that my card vertically is 85. So I'm gonna put 85 in. Just click on my preview on and off to see what he actually does. Oh, and the horizontal should stay on 0, of course. So we need a repeat count of 4, which is correct. Okay. And now I've got all my cards here on an SRA3. So, so for example, if now the customer comes and says, oh, I actually want to change the color of my name, or to change the color of my, or change the name of my job role, for example, to manager. So I'm just gonna type in manager, and if you maybe noticed while I was working, I've actually now gone back to my original business cards. So I'm just gonna apply this change on the original business card. So I'm gonna change to manager, and I'm gonna change his name into a different color. So let's say we do that in like a blue color. And as you can see, I've just changed his name to blue, and I changed his job role to manager. So now I'm going back to my SRA3 page, where I've placed all these cards on, and you can see every card has that little modified symbol on there, the yellow triangle with the exclamation mark. So if I go to my links panel, it actually indicates here that there has been some modifications here. So all I need to do now is just double click on that. And as you can see, with just one double click, all the cards on this page have been edited to a blue name, and the job title is gone to manager. So that's the really useful thing about the link feature in InDesign, because when you work with things like business cards or tickets, and there are a couple of changes that need adding, if you just keep your original file in the same document and you apply the actual changes to your original, it will be automatically changed on the duplication on the SRA3. So that's very useful. So I would suggest to have a little play around with that.